Hello, dear sweet Cancer. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to first start by saying thank you so much for your patience with this video. So I'm just going to get right into the reading. So I'm going to go right into Cancer here with the cards and see what's coming up. We've got Four of Wands in reverse. This is the 1111 card. It may mean that something is out of whack or out of sync at the home. Four of Wands is usually our domestic life, our house, our home, our nest, and for you Cancers, that's a big deal. That's sort of what you center around, is the fourth house. So there may be something where you're feeling like you want to change homes, or you want to change what's in your home, that you may want to be selling a home, that someone may have departed your home. There's a way in which you may just not be feeling it in terms of celebrations and festivities right now. That's another sign of Four of Wands in reverse. You may just feel like secluding and nesting and going into your shell. So that's what I'm getting for Four of Wands. For some of you, it just may be like a time of retreat, a time of going within, or a time of change regarding your home. Then we also have Temperance in reverse. So it's just showing me you may be feeling a little off balance as we come here, Cancer. When you have Temperance in reverse, it means that you're still working on balancing energies. And I'm just seeing that maybe that retrograde of Venus could have stirred some things up for you. Often, when we go into those Scorpio murky waters, it stirs up the stuff. But it's for release and for purging. That's the purpose of it. And you may just be trying to regain your balance as you've, let go of some of those things. As we get into Venus and Libra going direct, you may be able to regain some of that balance. So I'm looking towards to seeing what we have for you mid-month, because that may show us some turnaround. Yeah, again, another card of trying to balance things. Now this one's in the upright. And one thing I love about this card, it's funny, this is actually a Two of Coins or Two of Pentacles day as I record this. And this is all about finding that balance, keeping it light, staying in the present moment, being adaptable, being flexible, being able to have a sense of humor about things and going with the flow. If you're juggling things, you have to be right in the present moment. You can't be thinking about the past or the future. It's right here, right now. And often a sense of humor can help us be flexible and adaptable with whatever's going on. We can laugh at it instead of taking things so seriously or taking ourselves or others so seriously. So what I'm seeing, Cancer, if you're feeling a little off balance at the pair, try to adapt a flexible, lighthearted attitude towards things. Try to just be in the present moment. Try to have a sense of humor about things. That's really going to help you with establishing your balance. I also see Queen of Pentacles here in reverse. This could be a earth sign person that you're working with, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And they're showing up in reverse. So it may be that you're not feeling like you have your financial world in order, or that someone else, I'm actually reading this more as you, Cancer, than another. It could potentially be an earth sign or someone who holds the archetype of Queen of Coins, but there's something that just feels a little off kilter about the home. Again, Queen of Coins is the domestic queen. She's the queen of the hearth and home. And so with this in reverse, Temperance in reverse, you're trying to balance things out. You're trying to come to a place where you feel stable and secure is what I get. And it may just be that you have to kind of go with whatever's happening right now. It may be like there's changing circumstances is what I get for you. That you're trying to find the equilibrium within them. And I really see with this card, Two of Coins, the best way to do that is to just be sort of happy-go-lucky, take some pointers from your Sag friends, and just go with whatever's in the present moment. Go with whatever makes you laugh. Take yourself kind of lightly right now, and things may settle down as we get to the middle of the month. So let's see, especially if you feel like your house orders are out of affairs, or your house affairs are out of order. It's just feeling like just a little wobbly. And that can be either scary or that can be fun. If you look at this card, it can be that it's you feel out of control, you feel wobbly, or it could just be like, oh wow, this is fun. Look, I'm going this way and then I'm going that way. Like, I can do this. Not only can I do it, but I can do it on one foot. Look at me juggle all these things. So try to have a lighthearted sense of humor. That's really going to help you, Cancer. 9 of Cups in reverse, along with 7 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Swords, and High Priestess. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that you have more options than you realize. This is 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. In the reverse, it can kind of mean overdoing it or not feeling like you're getting what you want. You don't see where the happiness is. You don't see where the contentment is. And 7 of Cups, though, means you're starting to come out of confusion about something, that you may have had too many options, or you may have not realized how many options you had. But 7 of Cups in reverse says, you might be coming into clarity about what is making you happy, where you need to put your emotional investments to yield you with this 9 of Cups wish fulfillment. Like, I feel happy, I feel satisfied, I feel like content. And I always think of this guy in front of all of his cups, like having a wine cellar, having a fully stocked kitchen. He's a card of being satiated, being full, being like, oh, I'm content. My hunger's been filled. My wishes are granted. And this card is kind of like choices we make, and the grass is not always greener. It can be like a Las Vegas card. All that glitters is not gold. So I really see you kind of coming out of some confusion about what makes you happy. Trying to see the options in front of you and make a good choice between them. You may have felt like someone had betrayed you recently, like this is an empty victory, a fruitless win, someone who is looking out for their own best interests and not really worrying about how they impact others. But I see you, here it is, in the middle of the month, finding this balance, knowing within, this is High Priestess, knowing the answer of where your peace and your harmony and your balance resides. This is also getting quiet and taking a step back and seeing, maybe this person didn't have my best interest in mind at that moment. Maybe they were acting out of ego. Maybe they were acting out of what they could get out of a situation. But your inner self knows where you find contentment. And that also, to me, speaks to this 9 of Cups with 7 of Cups. It's where's my emotional fulfillment? Where are my wishes granted? Where is my emotional balance? What are the choices that I want to make? And High Priestess knows the answer. She gets quiet and looks within. And you, Cancers, you're ruled by the moon, which is your emotions, and it shows here in the card, this crescent moon, which is very intuitive. So you can just sort of get quiet and see where does my happiness really lie? Where is my balance going to be found? I just get a sense of retreat this month for you while you sort of manage internal affairs, is what I'm going to call this. So if there's a conflict that the sun has set on that has happened recently, or that you feel like someone was trying to just have the win, regardless of whatever actions they had to take for it, that can be kind of cutthroat or kind of ruthless, you can just sort of sit back and say, okay, I see that. Silence is very powerful. So that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. I think that's where you're going to find your happiness this month, is in retreat, in evaluating things, finding where your balance is. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards are speaking of balance for you for this month. So especially with Venus in Libra, I think you're going to find that balance, but I think that's going to be a theme for you this month. Yeah, 7 of Swords in reverse too. With 7 of Swords and with 5 of Swords, there is someone shady in your environment. It could be you, but I'm really kind of getting that this is someone else, Cancer, and you kind of know who it is. You kind of know what's up behind the scenes. You have an instinct about it. And it may just be that you're observing this right now and you're processing it, and your choices are going to be informed by that, Cancer. So let's see, 4 of Cups. This is saying someone's checked out a little bit. Someone's not receiving a love offer. It's also my Rip Van Winkle card, so oddly enough, I'm reading this similar to how I might read 4 of Swords, which is taking a break, taking a time out, almost like focusing on yourself for a little while and not the external. So I actually am reading this in equivalence with this High Priestess energy, which is really going within and maybe saying, what, I just don't want to focus on that right now. I'm not going to get engaged with any of this 5 of Swords energy. I'm not going to involve myself with any of the 7 of Swords energy. I'm going to go within and see what fulfills me. I don't want any of this sour cup if this is coming to me. So I kind of get the sense, Cancer, it's going to benefit you to be a little quiet this month. Find your own balance. Find your own stability. Not engaging with any of this egoic, fruitless win, fighting for the sake of fighting kind of energy. You're just trying to balance yourself. And that's really a good, Justice. That's really a good place to be. And I get that Justice is showing up in the upright, so you will, by the end of the month, find your balance. You also may find justice or victory or a decision. You may lay down a verdict. Having used the energy of High Priestess here, of trusting your instincts, getting quiet, going within and say, this is the truth. This is my truth. This is my boundary. This is what I've decided. This is the decision, the verdict. This is what's fair. And, Justice is all about balancing those scales. She has them balanced. She creates balance and order by enacting what is truth. That's what the sword represents. She's holding up the sword of truth, speaking the truth and rendering a verdict. So look at these 2 cards. They both have like the 2 columns. They're both sitting on a throne. One is more internal and one's more external. So as you do the internal work, you make the external decision. And I get the sense that really turns you right side up. This is Queen of Cups, and it showed up in the reverse. So I'm reading this as you, Cancer, but I also get the sense that as you render this verdict, as you make this internal work that you've done external, your emotions come back into balance. You actually turn this Temperance from the reverse position to the right side up position, and there you are. Between Justice and Temperance, being emotionally solid, emotionally whole, emotionally, what's the word I'm looking for? You're like in accordance with your own feelings, your own heart, your own wishes. It's not denying how you feel, Cancer. So this month I really see just going within, finding your own balance, trusting your gut, not getting wrapped up in any external battles or ego stuff or drama or any of that. It's really about finding where your balance is, where your wish fulfillment is, where your emotional equilibrium is, Cancer. And I see you achieving that by the end of the month. You balance those scales. So I actually really like this reading for you. And I hope that you achieve that. It looks like you will. So just remember not to engage in any external stuff that feels like fruitless battle for battle's sake. That's my reading for you, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Cancer. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Yours in the Stars.